Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating heaven on earth, and the way that I do it, people, is by creating financial freedom for billions of people across this world. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, people, and most important is that I manifest the words I speak. My message for you today, people, is to kill your ego so the new you can arise. You know, the ego that I think is a critical part of your journey is that you have to get to a point, man, where that old version, that old image of what you've created yourself to be, is that in order for you to embrace the new you, is that you cannot hold on to the old images that you have of yourself prior, and therefore you have to really literally intentionally separate yourself from the old identities that you have of yourself. The way you used to see yourself, you have to get rid of those, and I call it killing of the ego. You know what I'm saying, as far as like the imagery that you built of yourself. And it's like and the critical reason why that's the case, people, is that as you go on your journey of not just spiritual enlightenment, but also, going towards your goals, obviously you can't be the same person that you are right now. It have to be a new version of yourself, and that new version of yourself is the goals that you have. If you really think about it, then you will figure out that there's new ways of being that you must adapt. And as you adapt those new ways of being, then eventually it becomes you. But it's like you have to do that consistently on an everyday basis, where you're intentionally focusing on being the new you, whatever that looks like. Maybe it's somebody that is a harder worker than you've been. Maybe you're somebody that's more studious, like really taking time to create time in your routine to study and learn things. But really intentionally just really making sure that the new way of you being to materialize the goals and vision that you have is you're doing it consistently. But in order for that to happen, though, really and truly, is that you have to shed the old ways of being, basically. And especially because it's like everything happens first in the spirit before it's physically manifested, right? It's like you have to envision. You'll see it not only in the spirit but also in the physical realm, in the sense that nothing that you see in your life happens without you first seeing it with your mind. So it's like as you envision it with your mind and you stay focused on the visions that you see in your mind, then that's like your frequency being elevated, because it's not the same frequency. Right now you're at a lower frequency than the goals and visions you have. Those are at a very high frequency depending on how high your goal is. And it's like you'll get there as far as like being able to attain that high frequency, but being able to maintain that frequency is where the work comes in, man. It really takes a lot of intentionality. It really takes a lot of willpower to not go back to the way you've always been, because that is the natural reflex. That is the natural way of being, where by nature, human nature, we always want to go back to what is comfortable, because that's what we're built for naturally. So it's like you're really going against the grain until you become the new you, and that becomes your new reality, your new way of being. So it's like I really and truly want you to really practice on a daily basis, man, of maintaining the vision that you see in your mind. And regardless of what's going on around you, I want you to intentionally spend, for me, I'm suggesting hours, throughout the day, periodically reminding yourself where you're going, especially when things come to knock you off your path. Because people, that's life be life, and things happen, you know what I'm saying? That's intentionally designed to throw you off your path, And it's like you really and truly, man, have to be very, very, very intentional to keep that high frequency going. But the beautiful thing, though, is that as you do this day in day out, really work intentionally on keeping that high frequency, eventually at some point is that what you will have, what you'll notice, whether it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, and could even be 2 months or 3 months, is that that becomes your new reality, in a sense that you no longer, it take less and less effort as time goes by. That's what I'm trying to get at, you know? And that's with anything, people. It's like the more you practice doing something, the better you get at it. You know what I'm saying? It's like doing these videos. Like I always said at first, it used to be very intentional. I have to take a lot of energy and effort. Right now, I can pick up a phone and in 2 seconds be able to have a whole conversation with you. That's how that goes. I don't have to think about it. So it's like, it's the same thing here, is that I want you, and I'm challenging you today, to envision your new way of being and really and truly keep that focus on that, you know? Not exactly where you are right now. Like, keep focus on where you're going, you know? And that's in the physical realm, like the mentality part of just being able to envision, like seeing where you're going with your mind's eye. And on the spiritual level is just really making sure that you maintain the high frequency, because when you're in that high frequency, people, that's when you are aligning both mind, body, and spirit, is that you're becoming aligned. And the most challenging part of it is staying in alignment, man. It is so easy for people to revert to where one thing is pulling one direction or whatever. But my point is, challenge yourself on a daily basis to stay in alignment and really be intentional, man, as far as maintaining your mental focus on where it is you're going and not where you are, and dang sure not where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? That way you can materialize your goals and manifest them over time. People, I definitely know you have the capacity to do it. I believe in you, and I want you to really, you know, challenge yourself, man, to intentionally do that on a day in, day out basis, you know, regardless of what's going on around you. Challenge yourself to do that. I know you're capable. Let's make that happen for yourself so you can eventually, at some point, 3 months, 6 months, a year from now, who cares when, man? This is your life we're talking about. I want you to really put the energy and effort in that's necessary, just like you would for any other job that's not really looking out for you long term. This is life-changing stuff I'm sharing with you, man. Go on this journey and making that happen for yourself, all right? Anyways, people, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off there for right now, man. But shout out to Jamaica, man. It was the eye of this world. Shout out to Africa, it was the mother of this world. Shout out to the entire Caribbean and the African diaspora worldwide. People, I say this, man. You already know my mandate is to unite the Caribbean and Africa. And the way that we do it, people, is by intentionally choosing to stand united. We will always choose to stand united, people, you know? And don't worry about where you're starting at, man. Like, for any and everybody that's out there, I hope you use these messages to inspire yourself to do what is necessary to make sure that you're growing on an everyday basis, man. It's not where you start, people. It's just having the ability to embrace the journey. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you're starting homeless, man. Shit, I've been there. Listen, you start and you keep moving forward, man. One day after the other, one step after the other. Eventually you'll get there, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I want you to keep those things in mind, man, so you can keep your motivation to keep on moving forward regardless of what's happening around you, people. I really do believe in you guys, man, and I want you to really apply that for yourself, and always be our brothers and sisters keepers. Look out for each other, man. Each one teach one, you know. My declaration over your life, people, number one is that you are a millionaire. Number two is that you're married to the person of your dreams. Number three is that you have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, man. My prayer for you today, people, is that you really heed this message, man. All these messages, for real. And just continuously focus on making progress every single day, people. You don't have to be the fastest or the strongest or anything. The people that always win is the most consistent people. Consistency, you can win and beat anybody over time. All you have to do is consistent, man. Consistently improve on yourself every single day, my people. I believe in you guys, man. Choose to believe in yourself, man. Y'all have a great day. We'll talk tomorrow.